course orientation, it is something new in such a way that maybe I don't know if it happened to you that one time the moment you join, everybody's excited, right?
Yes.
Do you have that excitement?
Mm.
And then after you join, what came next? What came next?
Also, disappointment.
Sometimes you're questioning. I joined. What will I do next? How will I do it? Right?
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
Your excitement level was there,
Yeah.
but then doubts come in,
Yeah.
everything. That's why we have this one, new movers orientation. For you to get back and to know how are you gonna do it, what are the things needed for you to, that's why this is what we call, it's part of the training. We have lots of modules in the training, but this is actually the basic. So every time you get people, we can do the training one-on-one, meaning to say we do it when, say for example, you join, then you don't have to attend it in a larger scale. What we can do is I do this thing with you, we plan, we do it, I tell you what you're going to do. So that's what we call mentoring or the NMOs. But usually, there are times that I think with me, I do it more personal in such a way that I will have to get first his heart, because sometimes you let somebody join because he needs the products. Maybe he's sick, or maybe he wants this product to be to help other family members. So I would ask him, why did you join? Why did you join?
I want to make money. I want to make money.
You want to make money.
Yeah.
And you?
Me too.
And you?
Yeah, to build my career in
And
network
you?
marketing.
Okay, so that's it. So I know now why you join. Now, but there are some people who join because they need the products, right? So, and there are some people who join, I want to share the products by just selling. So if it's just mere selling, it's something like you don't need to build a group wherein you can just buy products from the office and then sell it because you're entitled to discounts, right? Now, if you join because you need the products or you want to share it to your family, then it's okay because you can buy and then share it, the products. But if you are the one who would like to earn much, then you have to build your network. You have to be a network builder. And when you want to build a network, that's the thing that you would need everything we did and everything we know, you have to know. Get it?
Yeah.
Because maybe you see our result right now, but it didn't happen overnight. It never it would happen overnight. Because some people are so much excited that after a month, after 2 months or 3 or 4 months, then they don't make money, and then they would say, oh my God, I didn't know that this kind of thing is hard. You get it? Who are employed here? Employed. And you? Business?
No.
With me, I have been employed. What I can say is after 20 years, I had my first million when I retired. So I had to wait for 20 years before I earned that much. But in this kind of industry, this is what it can offer. It can offer time wherein you can earn much in some short period of time. Right? With a small investment like what we're offering. That is one thing which is very nice here, because time is not only gold, but it is the only thing. Right? After we talk now, what happens after 5 minutes? Everything is gone. We cannot get back to that time anymore. So time is essential, especially in this kind of business. And since you guys really want to earn much, then you have to build a big network. Right? And for you to have a big network, you have to have a mentor, a coach, and you have to attend lots of trainings. You may say, this has been presented with different speakers, but we have the same subjects. Why? Because we present it she will present it on the other way. We present it in the other ways. Especially if you have been with this industry, you can share it by your own experience, right?
Yeah.
So, and don't think that if you have attended that so many times already, you're okay. But you have to apply it. At the same time, you would be needing this for your downlines. That's why when you attend 5 times, 10 times, that's why we always ask people that you have to bring your downlines or yourself to attend this training so many times. Why?
Yeah.
Because you have to impart this or to share this to your downlines. If you yourself would say, I know that already, well, come in the front and share this to everyone. Can you do it? Because if you can't, then please attend first.
Yeah.
That's why we have to, because some people always say, oh, it has been a subject so many times already. I know it already. Do you know it by heart? Can you share already without us? Then if you can say yes, then by all means you don't have to attend. But with us, we have attended so many times already, but we always get a point from one speaker to another. Yeah? That's why you don't get tired of listening to this. Okay, if this is your first time, so you'll enjoy it. If it is your second, third, fourth time, you would be needing it more. Like, it's just like a song. When you find a favorite song, yeah, you listen to that song. But can you sing it?
Not yet.
No. First is, wow, I love that. And then the second time around, you can go by with the song already.
Yeah.
And when you have heard it so many times already, without that singer, you can already sing it. Because you have heard it so many times.
Yeah.
And you have internalized the song. Same thing here. Right? For the first time that you will be listening to this, it's just new. Second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time, until such time that you listen and it gets internalized, then that's the time you can share it to your downlines. That's why this one is very important. Why do we need trainings? Because the heart of network marketing is activities. What is activities? You have to get prospects. You have to talk to people for them to join your network. That is the heart. Because without the heart, what happens? Activities wise, if you don't have any activities, then are you going to earn? None. But there would come a time, and it happens to everyone, that there would be something like you'll be questioning yourself. Doubts will come in. Am I really into this? Why am I not earning? What's happening to me? Yeah, maybe I'm not for this, right? So there would come a time that it would come like that. But if you happen to build your belief, because your excitement level is always there, especially when you heard that's why you joined, you are excited to earn. But then sometimes if you don't attend trainings, if you don't come here, if you don't talk to anybody, then your belief level gets down and down and down, right? So what happens then? You have to have your backbone. What is the backbone of network marketing? Training. Because without the backbone, what happens?
You can't work.
Cannot work. You get paralyzed. And when you analyze, you get paralyzed. And what happens when you get paralyzed? You stop working. You stop moving. You stop everything. So you stop your activities. So what happens? You have no network. And there will come a time that your downlines will quit, so as you. And when that happens, no more. Right? So, what is the heart of network marketing? Activities. And what is the backbone of network marketing? It's training. Right?
Yeah.
It's something like training is so important because it's something like you have to. Do you all understand English?
Yeah.
So very good. Because I don't. Do you understand English?
Yes.
Okay. So you tell me if I talk fast that you cannot grasp it. I can. You told me slow. I cannot grasp it.
Okay.
Because I talk fast, but
Yeah.
I can slow down if I need to. Right? Just tell me.
But you articulate
Huh?
good. Your articulation is good.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Because they were saying you actually know.
Okay, because it happens. What I'm going to tell you and what we did here is, although we have the same subjects, what I'm going to share to you is my experience. First, before anything else, I would like to introduce myself first, because you will say that who is this woman who is here? Is she really capable of teaching us? Number one, I have been an employee, so I can say that being employed, you really won't get rich unless you become the president of the company. Because I've been there for 20 years in bank. I'm a banker. I used to be a banker. And then I earned my first million after 20 years when I retired. And after that, since I wanted to do business, I ventured into different businesses. I became a business owner, but I never got rich also. Because to become a business owner, for you to really get rich, is you really have to have lots of capital. Because the more capital you have, the more. But then, what if you need to add additional capital and you're still not, because for every branch you make, if you have 10 branches, you have in Rwanda, you have in Burundi, you have in different countries, then you will earn. But if you only have one here, are you going to be millionaire or billionaire? I don't think so, right? So in business, you have to have more capital, more investments. But here, you only have one. And at the same time, when I ventured into different businesses, it all failed. I've been a failure so many times. But I understand that if you failed 7 times, even 10 times, but on the second and the third that you ventured into another thing, and it will become a successful, all the 7 failures will be overtaken. That's what happened to me. So after this, I had the time to venture into another business, but I didn't have the money already. So I was introduced to this kind of business, network marketing. And then during the time, the first years I ventured into this MLM business, from one MLM to another. So I said to myself, how come these people are earning so much, but why am I not earning that much? So I still believe that there's something I have to know and have to find out what is in there. But because during those times that I attended these different network marketings, I was not brought to any self-growth, self-development trainings whatsoever. So there was no trainings at all. I just was asked to recruit, to sponsor. So that was, but then 2006, I was introduced together with my son to an MLM, another network marketing, and that was the time that we attended lots of trainings. Some are free, some we spent, we paid, and that was the start of us earning a serious income.
Okay.
So, and of course, as I've said, now I know that training is very important. Not only recruitment. You recruit and recruit. No. Because we know that you really have to build people.
Yes.
Okay, so we have to build an organization. So after that, it's history. For 16 years, I've been into network business. I've been the top 3, the top 5, and the top 7. My 2 sons in one of the network marketing now, which is still here. But okay, so this is me, and these are my 2 sons. I know that you have met Nani yesterday. This is Sino, is now in the Philippines, is the one handling our network, and this is me. So the 3 of us were featured in Networking Times magazine, which is the magazine based in the US. All the ones featured here are just like Eric Warre. Who is this? The owner of the Virgin companies, Branson. John Maxwell was also featured here. But why us? We're the only Asians who was featured here, because they followed our life, and they said that it's very seldom that a family was able to get the top 3, top 5, top 7 in our organization of an MLM. At the same time, we have helped thousands of people to become millionaires. So I can say that we can help, and we have the skills to help people grow their network
Yeah.
because we have done it. And we have done it before, we can do it again in IAM Worldwide. Okay? So that's my life. And I understand that I believe that because you see, in network marketing, the good thing here is no age limit. Yeah? No age limit. You know how old I am now? I'm 67 years old. So with this age, people say that why don't you retire? But I believe that if you love what you're doing,
Money is the one.
it's not work at all. Right? If you believe what you're doing, it's not work at all.
You have to reach 85 like
Yeah.
the
Anyway,
Bible.
so it's a legacy. I want to leave a legacy in such a way that when I die, people will still remember me, that I have helped lots of people change their lives into the better. So that's why we're here.
That's good.
And the mere fact that we want to not only share the good opportunity in our country, we have so many partners who are in different places who want to have their life change, then we're here to help them out. Okay, so that's my advocacy. Anyway, so again, what's this? Is this mine?
Yes.
Okay, so are you sure?
Yes, it is yours. Yes.
Okay, so I don't know if they change it. So this is NMO. So why network marketing? It's helping other people business. You can do it anywhere. Because if you own a business, you have your hardware here. You cannot bring your hardware or all your hardware to Uganda, right? But here you only have this. You only have your small pen and you have your everything, and then you can. I do it in the plane. I sit in the middle. I have my one to my left and right. Then they cannot leave the place because they're just there. So they have nothing to do but listen to me. Sometimes I do it, and usually I do it. Even in the bus, wherever I go, I just stop.
What do you take with you? What do you take with you, if I might ask? In the bus, for example.
Yeah, I have my cell phone wherein I have the trainings, the presentation, right? You have your cell phone, you have your PDF. So I have to open first. Hey, how are you? Of course, you have to do something like you have to familiarize yourself with each other, and then when you see the need, of course, when you present, that falls under the skill. Under skill, I can help you out how to approach people, especially those people you do not know and who are just new to you. It falls under the skill. Okay, it's in there. Anyway, you can do it anywhere. You earn big profit with small investment. And the good thing here is, in traditional business, you have to invest and invest and invest, right? If your business grows, then the more investment you have to invest more. You buy machineries, you buy raw materials and everything. But here, you just invest once, you buy the package, and that's it. Right? So that's network marketing. You can apply the law of leverage. What is the law of leverage? You multiply your time through others. Say, for example, it's something like, there's a saying that it's better that you use 1% of 100 people's effort than 100% of your own effort. Meaning to say, if I have my 100% effort, when I get sick, no more. But if I have 100 partners and I get sick, I still have 99 partners who will work. That is the law of leverage. And free training is about leadership and character building. That's what we're doing now. But sometimes trainings are paid, and we usually pay trainings. The bad thing here is if it is training and if it's free, then sometimes people just don't make it important because it's free, right? And that's one thing bad. But if you pay, say for example, now we're doing some mentoring, and if you pay me 1 million, are you going to get out and pee?
Yeah.
No, because you paid for it. That's one thing.
I didn't understand the law of
The law of leverage. Law of
Yes.
leverage is multiplying your time to others. It's something like this. There's always a saying that I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's effort than 100% of my own effort. Meaning to say, if, say for example, I have all I sell, I do everything myself, then when I get sick, I'll be paid no more.
Yeah.
But if you have 100 downlines or 100 under your organization, if I stop working, I still have 99 people who will work under me. That is why it's called the law of leverage. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, free trainings about leadership. As I've said, we do lots of free trainings about leadership. And of course, you have to make all trainings very important. The more trainings you have, the better for you. So the two factors why people is not trying to change something is because they always fear. And it's always there. But then sometimes you fear that your fear is, that's why it's called false expectations appearing to be real. Because sometimes you are afraid, but you should really not be afraid of it, right? Because it's something like in Nike. What is that? Check. Just do it. Just do it, and you will know if you get fear or not. You get the fear of failure. Everybody is afraid to fail, but if you are afraid to fail, then your tendency is to really fail. Because if you don't take the risk, then no life at all. You really fall. It's a failure. If you're afraid to fail, you're already a failure. Because failure is accompanied by success. The more failures you get, the more success you'll be getting. How many times did I fail before I became successful? How many successful people failed? Nobody just got successful at once. Everybody failed. The bigger the failure is, the bigger the success you'll be getting. Okay?
Yeah.
Fear of rejection. Everybody is afraid to be rejected. But with us, I would always say that there are lots of rejections. The more rejections you encounter, the more success is coming into you already. Because if you don't get rejected, meaning to say, you never presented the business. You never offered the business because you were not rejected. Right? I always say that if you get rejected 10 times, and one person believed in you, focus on that one person. Forget about the 9 people who rejected you. Right? Right. If you have 10, why are you going? You were not rejected as yourself. There's one thing wrong with especially with the women. We are very emotional.
Yeah.
That's why so many men are more successful than women. Why? Because you are more, I don't mind. But with us, wow, I am emotionally attached already that if I get rejected by my friend, I will feel down and I will feel hurt. But you always think about it, that it was not you who got rejected. It was the business which you offered, which was rejected, not you. So don't ever think that once a friend rejects you, you are rejected. It's only the business you offered, right? And maybe it's not the time yet for her or for him. There's always the right time, the right place, and at the right moment, right? So next time when they see that you become successful, then you get back to that friend, and maybe that friend will always believe you already, because people always ask for results. Especially the warm market. When you say the warm market, these are the people who are attached to you, who knows you so much that they wouldn't believe you. Usually it happens, and it happened to me, right? So you should not. When you always get rejected, you always say, "Hi, thank you. I get rejected again," because the more rejections you get, the more success you are leading to your success, because meaning to say you have talked to lots of people already, right? Doubts, everybody gets doubt, right? So many people have doubts. Doubts is normal. You can doubt yourself, you can doubt everybody. It's very, very, very normal. But in terms of that, you wouldn't know if it's true or not. Your doubt is if you won't do it. Just like I said, in Nike, just do it. Right? Doubts is always there. So, when you do have some doubts, make researches. Is barley really good? Is barley really good? Are those uplines who are telling that people are successful? Make researches. We have lots of researches about the Complan who became millionaires, who have had these cars. You can already do it because we have lots of results already. That is, if you are doubting about the company, about the people who are making it now, about our product. Okay? Make researches. So, there's always a formula for everything. Do you believe? Huh? So, what is formula for success? You know what? Attitude is very important. If I may ask you, in some successful people, who are the successful people you know? You know any person who is successful?
Yeah.
Maybe you know their traits, right? So what do you think is the trait of a successful person?
The trait.
The trait of a successful person.
Now I'm successful.
How would you know that a successful? If you know anybody who is successful, what do you think is the trait of that person?
Never give up. Never give
He's never giving up. He's not a quitter. What else?
Person who is consistent.
He's consistent. Person
It's
who-
difficult to answer, but I'll say good plan.
Good plan. How about you?
Commitment and determination.
Commitment.
Person who have a focus.
Who loves?
Focus.
Forecast. Okay. So from the five of you, as you've said, the consistency, determination,
Never give up.
not a quitter, never giving up,
Good plan.
good plan. So from among the five of you, and you said
Focus.
forecast. So planning and forecast are skills, right? But the three comes with attitude. You get it?
Yeah.
Because 85% in success is more on the attitude than skills. That's why if you get the letter in the alphabet of attitude, A is 1,
Yeah.
T is the letter of the alphabet is the 20th. If you add this, 1 plus J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, 1 plus 19 plus 19, you add all of this, it is 100%.
Wow.
Get it? Attitude. If you add that in the alphabet,
You see?
A, T, T, I, T, U, D, E, if you add that all,
Yes, one.
100%. Because you
You
have to
said T
have
is what?
a 100% attitude. J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T. So that's 20.
20.
Okay, so
So
1,
40.
21, 41, 50, 70. Just add it. Okay,
Yes,
that's
I do, but I-
that's 100%. Okay, so you need attitude, the most important thing. Even if you're very good in skills, if you know how to present, you're so good, but your attitude is 0, you won't be successful. Get it? Because imagine if you're good in skill but you are so negative, you're very pessimist, you know? And you have bad character. People will not love you. People will not follow you. So, what's this skill? Useless. Right? So, this is one thing which we need. Attitude. Okay? So, what attitude is needed here? The foremost attitude which we need is the GLLA. What's that? Good learning and listening attitude. Why? Because you see, there are lots of partners here, even if you go to the Philippines, who are really undergraduates. And if you're a PhD, and I'm an undergrad, but I became the first, I have a good result here. This is network marketing. If you're the PhD or you're a doctor, more or less they have the ego not to listen to me because you know that I'm undergrad. So what kind of attitude is that? You won't learn or you won't listen. So that's one thing which so many people here in network marketing fail, especially those people who are really have the ego-centered, the one who is an engineer or whatever. That's why most of the time you will notice that in MLM, in network marketing, most of the time in network marketing, those people who are successful are the ones who are really, who are really not that, they didn't finish their schooling, very seldom, because they have the good learning and listening attitude. right?
Yeah.
Because if I'm a doctor, who are you to tell me that? But I will always say that if somebody always tells me that, and I would say, if you're a doctor and I get sick, I listen to you. If you're an engineer that I need a project that you finish, I will get you. But if you want to do network marketing, you want to be rich in network marketing, listen to me. Because I was the first one and have the result, and I can teach you how.
Okay.
Okay? We have our own. But most of the time, these people have the bad attitude because we need good learning and listening attitude. When people listen, there are different types of listeners. I don't know what listening attitude do you fall into. Maybe you're here, but your mind is out. So there are types of listeners like that. You listen to the speaker, comes in, gets out. Right?
Yeah.
Are you that one? Second is people who are very selective. They select what to listen. Sometimes there are some speakers who are very good in jokes. So in between trainings, they give jokes. And sometimes these people who are very selective in what they're listening, usually what they think to them are the jokes. So when they go out, hey, how was the training? Oh my God, I really got so entertained because the one he listened was the jokes, but not the meat of the training.
Yeah.
So that's one type of listener, very selective. And the third listener is the one who listens with his heart. The ones who listens, he gets everything, digesting everything, internalizing everything. And that's the type of listener we need here. A good learning and listening attitude. Okay?
Yeah.
So, which are you here now? Now, as I've said again, a while ago, you have to attend minimum. I'm not telling you just attend 5. A minimum of 5 IBPs. You know what IBP is? You have to know what is IBP. It is IAM Business Presentation. NMOs, what we're doing now. New Movers Orientation. You always say that, oh my God, I have listened once, twice, thrice, and that's it. But I'll always tell you, you will know if you're good already once you have applied it and once you can already stand in front and give the trainings. Then that's the time you can say, I know that already. Because usually, most of the people, they always have this attitude. In the Philippines, alam ko na yan. I know it already. I'm very good at it. But when we ask you, can you stay and talk to your downlines and make this? Very seldom can they say and can they do it. Okay? So, listen, write, and record everything. Now, this is the best thing which is very important in the attitude we wanted to have here. What's this?
Yes.
Can you say it?
Yes.
Yes, applied attitude. You know what? When I was working in the bank, even if I am sick, and if they ask for it, sometimes you go to office, sometimes you feel bad, right? You don't feel well, but you have to do it, right? So, and there are times they ask for a meeting. Even if you feel bad, you have to attend the meeting, because if not, then your boss will get pissed off, right? So, and who when you do attend the meeting, will you be earning? Will they give you additional income? No, but you have to attend their meeting. And why do you have to attend their meeting? What is their meeting for? What is the meeting for, you think? It's for the good of the company, right? For the good of the company, if you're an employee. But with here, if your upline asks you to attend meeting, to attend trainings, who will benefit? Will it be the upline? No, it's you, right? But why is it that when we ask people to attend meetings, to attend trainings, they don't? It's not for us. It's for you. Because they don't have this. the yes upline attitude. Because we are parents here, we know what is good for our children. And one thing which is good for the children, for us here, for our downlines, is to attend many trainings. So what we need is the yes upline attitude. I remember in the Philippines, we're staying. Say sometimes we are asked by our upline to have our meeting. We are already at home to attend meetings at 12 midnight. Sometimes it's an emergency meeting, 12 midnight, and he stays in Quezon City. It's a part of in Manila, in a metropolis, wherein it is actually 1.5 hour ride without traffic from our place. But do we attend? Yes, we do. So what attitude is that? The yes upline attitude. Because people always make excuses. When it rains, oh, I cannot go because it rains so much, I will get wet. Are you going to die? Right? Oh, I have this and that, so many excuses. But they want to get rich. You want to get rich, but you are always having some excuses. Right? And always remember that when uplines or when we ask for meetings, when we ask for you to attend trainings, it's not for our good, but for your own good. Because this is your business. This is your business. With or without you, we can push through with it. But we're helping you to grow your business. And this is your business. Right? Okay. As I've said, there are 3 types of listener. I have said that a while ago already. So next. So what we need is the GLA. Now, I'm done with it. Belief. Belief is important. Belief will determine your consistency and excitement. Because number 1, you have to believe in yourself first. Who else will believe you? Who else will believe you? You yourself should believe yourself first. No one else will believe you except yourself. Because in every dealings we have, especially even if you do presentations, before you present it to somebody, you have to believe that you can close the sale. Huh? Because if you're hesitant, can I do it? Your consciousness is contagious. You can always impart what you're doubting. If you're doubting yourself, I'm very sure that you cannot close a sale. So first is believe in yourself, right? Believe in yourself. Can you press it? Is it there? No. Okay. So in the sense that as I've said, excitement level, especially when you started, excitement level is there, but it slowly goes down. When you're doing it, when you are having some rejections, when you think you're already failing. Excitement level really goes down, and it's part of that. It's normal, and your belief level is there. But there should be a point wherein your belief and the excitement should be at par. That's why you need trainings. You need people you have to talk to who will motivate you. That's why you have to have a coach. You have to have a mentor for that. It's very needed here. Okay, so that's your excitement and belief level will be at par.
May I ask, where do you get mentor or coach? Are 2 different people?
It can be one, it can be lots. So it's something like in the coach process, if you're a coach, it's something like in the basketball, right? Basketball, you know what the basketball play. You have a coach there. They see if you're wrong or something you're doing. If you're doing wrong, then there's the coach which is telling you what to do it. Mentoring is something like this. We do it, and sometimes you just you write everything, and it's generalized. But in the coach, it's personalized. You get it? Yeah. And your coach should be your upline. Most of the time, it should be. That's why if you are getting people whom you think would like to earn as much, then you have to coach him. Again, always. So it takes some time. Sometimes it takes it all depends. It takes about 2 weeks or 3 weeks for you to coach a person. Right? Okay, especially if is your direct downline. So, as I've said, belief and excitement should be at par. Okay. So, you believe in yourself? Good. Yeah. Believe in who? Believe in your upline. Of course, you have to believe in your upline. Why did you I'm very sure that you joined the business because it was your upline who invited you. If you don't believe in that person who invited you, I don't think you will join. Right?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Because it's only us who share the business, who share the opportunity, but still it is the one who invited you why you join. So believe in your upline. But there's always a saying, that for an upline, it's something like go with your when the upline is wrong, go to wrong the rule. There are two rules here. If you think your upline is right, go to rule number 1. The upline is always right. Rule number 2. When you think your upline is wrong, go to rule number 1. You get it?
No.
Huh?
No, I don't get.
2 rules. First rule is
The upline is always.
believe in your upline.
Yeah.
Follow your upline. If you think your upline is this is the rule number 2. Number 1 is what? Believe in your upline. Follow your upline. The rule number 2 is if you think your upline is wrong, go to rule number 1.
Means to believe.
Go to rule number. Because uplines, in terms of, it's not something like, hey, I'm your upline. You jump there. You jump over the building, on the building. No, it's not that. But June, with the business, if the upline asks you to do this, you do it. Because we are the parents. A parent will not allow your children to go wrong. Right? So that's one thing. And of course, there's always, you should always do this. There's always the upline, the grand upline, there's the downline. If because it happens, it cannot really be, everything cannot run smoothly. There's always a flow in even the family has some, right? We are not all perfect. The upline is not perfect, the downline is not perfect, the company is not perfect, right? The crossline is not perfect. Everybody is not perfect here. It's only God who's perfect, right? So there would come a time that there would be some conflict. There would always, anywhere, even in some businesses, there can always be conflict. But always make it a point like this. You have your upline, you have your downline. If you have a concern or you have a problem, if you have some bad relationship with your upline or with any other management, you should not go to your downline. You should not tell your downline. What are you gonna do? Go to your upline. If your upline is the one you are complaining, you go to the grand upline.
Okay.
You go up. You don't go down. You don't go down. Why?
Okay.
Example, I am the upline. She is my downline. And she feels something bad on me. She feels bad about me. And he is her downline. Now, if she goes to his downline, and says something bad about me, and when the time comes that this girl is not available,
Okay.
and he needs the help of the upline,
Okay.
do you think this guy would ask me to do it? No. Because she knows, she said something about me which will not, he would not believe in me anymore. Because he said something about me. So whose loss is it? Is it the upline's loss? No, it's not.
It's your loss.
It is the loss of her downline.
Yeah.
So you never say anything bad about the management or about the upline. If you have complaints, go up. You don't go down. But if you have good news, something like, wow, it's good news, it's happy news, go to your
And
downlines.
what's happened when
Go to your downlines, okay? Go to your downlines. You don't go, you
Down.
spread the good news if it's good news. But if it's concern, Don't go to your downlines. Go up. Okay?
And what happened when up?
If the up is there, you
Yeah.
still go up.
They are misunderstanding.
That's why there are lots of there are still some uplines.
Yeah,
Another
there's
upline,
still,
another
yeah.
upline until the management. You
Okay.
go up in a way, not go down.
But
Okay?
you don't. How
Because
can
that
you
will
know
be a
them?
loss to you.
How do you know them? Let's say, for example,
You have to know your uplines. You
Yes,
have to
I
know
know.
the brand uplines. You have to know the management. Management is always there. We are here.
Elysee, after Elysee.
but how would I know? For example, now we are a small team, but in 3 years, let's say we'll be million people, and someone
If you
here.
have millions of people, then you're a good upline.
Yeah.
Yes, but the last one, how would know? Yes, you know his
That's
direct
why
and so
there
on.
is something like a hierarchy. That's why we need to have a culture in the sense that everybody would know each other. Of course, we wouldn't
Why
know
you
everybody,
still-
but more or less, that's why we are having some teams. Team is very important because in network marketing is not only money; it's relationship business. Yeah, you always have to think about that. It's relationship business. That's why there's a time that the uplines are really, their problem becomes our problem. Their concern, or even the personal ones, yeah, because it's a relationship business. Always think about it. That's why you have to be a good upline. But always think that if you have some concerns about your upline, never go down, because that will be a loss to you. Okay? Okay. Commitment. There are 3 types of commitment. As I said, that's one of the attitude that you have to have is to get committed. But in the sense that the commitment has different kinds. The shallow one and the deeper one. When I say, I will try, when you get invited, then I invite you, and then you say that I will try to attend your party. Will I expect you? No. You just try. It's 50-50 chance. Right? I will try. Just try. Okay, are you going to do our business? I try. Don't expect him to be that committed. Are you going to do the business? Just try. Let's see. It's done. I will do my best. What if your best is not good enough? Remember, there's a song like that. What if your best is not good enough? But this is the highest form of commitment. I will do whatever it takes. Come rain or shine, I will attend your party. So I will expect that you are there in the party, because you said, rain or shine, I will do whatever it takes to do the business. This is the highest form of commitment. Okay? Whether I have challenges, whether I don't have money, whether what's happening to me now, I still will not quit. This is it. And this is the commitment we have when we entered into networking. I will burn your bridges. That's why there are some, as I've said a while ago, especially if those who attends who joins are professionals, they're not that committed. You know why? Because even if they fail in network marketing, they still have something to work on, right? Because what is how much? What is 2.25? What is 1.7? What is the Rwandan francs? I bought the package anyway. I have the products already. I have the products. Whether I get successful or not, it wouldn't matter. It will not matter because I got all the products. So what's there? I still have my job, right? That's why you always have to get out of the box. Even if you are rich, if you really want to be successful in network marketing, get out of the box. Get out of the comfort zone. Because if you're in the comfort zone, then your commitment will not be that committed. Maybe you'll just be in the I'll do my best, or I'll try. Well, if not, then it's okay. I still have my job. Then it's okay. It's okay with me. But why do you have to get committed here? Because I have been an employee. I have been a business owner, but all my wants I didn't get from those two. My needs, yes, my needs, I can say my needs. What are those needs? Get you have different expenses, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. You just maybe you can just write it down or in your mind. Are you all married? Some are married, some are not. Well, you have different expenses. If you're married, then you have to have budgets for your children if they're schooling.
Yeah.
But everybody has shelter. Everybody needs food. Everybody needs transportation, right?
Yeah.
If you're earning or whatever you're earning right now, you come from the earnings you're having. Does it meet your needs? Does it meet your needs? Do you think it meets your needs?
Most of the time, no.
Most of the time, no. So how about your wants? How would you get your wants if these needs are not sufficient enough? Right? It's something like you draw a pail, a drum, a drum, lays water. And then imagine that their drums are plenty of holes. Holes are the problems you have. And no, that's the problems, the expenses you have.
Yeah.
And when the water flows, that is where you get your income. Of course, it does not go up because it goes to the hole. Yeah. But what if that water is just not that flowing? So it's a matter of it's draining, and there would come a time that even your expenses which you need you cannot meet it anymore, right?
Yeah.
But what if you have another flow of income? You have this already. You have your steady income right now, and there's another flow of income which comes. Even if you have so many holes, it will still overflow, right? Because the flowing of the income you have, even if you have so many holes, is still commensurate to the flowing of the water. And there would come a time that if it's really overflowing, then you would be needing another drum which wouldn't have any holes anymore, and that would be what? Your wants. And what are your wants? Your dreams. Huh?
Yeah.
So we can do it only here in network marketing, because in a short period of time you can earn here millions. That's why you really need to be serious with network. Just give me an example. After 20 years, that was the time I earned my first millions. Imagine 20 years. But here when we had started our network marketing seriously, in almost a year, we earned our first million. That was our first networking when I said we were earning a serious income. You see? Time. Element of time is very important. Imagine with the needs you have and still your wants, how many years will it compensate for you to get rich? You can earn. But how many years? It might even take more than 100 years for you to get your wants. You try it. How much is this? How much do I need? How about your wants? How much would be my car? How much would be my dream house? How much would be my travel? How much? And if you get that, I'm very sure. So that's it. So why do you have to be committed? You really have to be committed, because not only for your needs, but for your wants. And I'm so lucky because my wants is really to travel. That is one of my wants, to travel that much. And now I can do it. Imagine, I started this when I was 55. I'm 67, less 16 years, so I was already in the mid-50s. But still, because of network marketing and because of just a short period of time, I was even able to get my wants. You see, and you're young now. You're even younger when you started. The more you should do it. Anyway, so other than that, you have discouragement. Everybody will. There came to a point also when we started the network that I asked myself, am I really in the right thing? People are saying that I get rich, but what's happening? What's happening? I've been here for months. What's happening? I got discouraged also. But of course, I have my upline who supported me. we had this belief that if you won't quit, then even if everybody quits, as long as you stay, then there would come a time that you can always get your goal. And that happened. I bank on that. What he said, what our upline said. It's just something like a race. You know what a race is? In an oval. Huh? There are some people who are very fast. There are some people who are very slow. But when you get out of that oval, you really won't go to the finish line. But even if how slow you are, as long as you keep on moving and moving, you can still reach the finish line. That's why here you should not compare. How come he's very fast? How come I'm not? How come you don't compare yourself to other achievements? What you have to compare is compete with yourself, not with any other people. Because you just get frustrated if you compete with others. You get it?
Yeah.
Huh? You get it? Never compete with anybody. You compete with yourself. If I was able to earn 20,000 or 150,000 francs next week or next month, I have to earn 300. I have to double it. You're competing with yourself. But if you compete with others, oh, he's earning that much, but why am I not earning? You just get frustrated.
That's right.
Take note of that. Because some will be fast, some will be slow. But as long as you're still there and you're not quitting, I'm very sure that you still go and reach the finish line. And what is the finish line? Your goals, your dreams. You get it? Always believe that there's always the right time, the right moment for you. We all have our right time and our right moment. Okay? As long as you don't quit. Okay, so discouragement is there. Don't get discouraged about it. There will always be rejection. Take note of that. It's normal. It happens every day. Right? But what you have to do is to be what? Positive. Be positive. For you to be positive, what should you do? Because if you are, there is always what you call the law of association. When you say law of association, is something the more you associate yourself with negative people, even if you are 100% positive, I'm very sure that one of these days you'll turn into a negative one. So choose your friends. Huh? Because when we started this, I've had lots of negative vibes around me. Always say, hey, why this? No, everybody. I had to choose my friends. I had to, get away first from them. But now I'm back. They cannot topple me anymore because I'm there already. So I want them to come with me and associate with me so that they can also turn out as positive. So if you think that you are surrounded with negative people, then maybe you can choose and change your friends first. Especially if they are the skeptic ones, they are the ones who are pulling you down, they are the ones who always discourage you. They are always the ones who are, hey, why? I have heard of that network anymore. The networking thing is something like this and that and that. But you know yourself. You know why you joined. You know what the company is offering you. Okay? So, number one, to be positive, listen to positive music. It can help a lot. Go with positive group. Law of association. That's why when you get discouraged, you go to the office. Because here in the office, you get positive vibes. We all want to get rich. Right?
Yeah.
We are always motivated. Okay? We are always motivated. So the law of association is very important. If you associate with people who are negative, wow, you really get negative at all. Read positive books. There are lots of self-help books which you can, if you don't know yet what is network marketing, the law of leverage, you go to the bookstore, you can find lots of positive self-help books. You can even have this because here these are all networking people who became successful in their own way. We have 14 pages here. here. Okay?
And we get
So we have one there. We will have it get done. We'll just give it to you at the discount. So read positive books. Okay? But how do I get there? Okay, so be positive, and it's very important. Where you go down?
no, you swing. Go up. No, you have to.
It's really more.
No, it's going down. Yeah, that's excitement. Okay. So now, since you're positive, you're not discouraged anymore, you should always be excited. Because you can pass your emotions. Do you believe that?
Yeah.
Because if I say, for example, I am the one who is going to present the business to you. You are my guest. And then I will say, IAM Worldwide is a very good company. We have a good product. Do you think you get excited?
No.
No, you have to be excited for them to get excited too. Because emotions are contagious. Its consciousness is very contagious. If they see that you have the burning desire to do it, when you present, even you can have your large eyes and you can see how you it can easily pass on, and you get excited too. When they say that, oh, this guy's so excited, what this thing is in there? You'll feel curious. Why are they all people here are all excited? Yeah, that's why it's you have to pass the emotions you have.
Yeah.
So you always have the burning desire to do it. Do we have to wait for them?
No.
So people do not understand everything their first seminar. Yeah, of course, because you don't expect people to know the IBPs. With us, we knew it. I mean, the detail after how many months? To be honest with you. Because what we only concentrated was the just for you, this thing and that. But they would not understand everything. But what they are going to imprint in their mind when they go out is people inside the seminar are very excited.
Yeah.
That is what they are going to get out. Oh my God, that seminar, everybody was excited. But they would not understand everything, but they're so excited. That's right. So you pass the feelings and emotions to them.
Yeah.
And usually, almost all the consumers are impulse buyer. Impulse buyer through impulse. Oh, especially if I have 3, I'll get 1. Oh, me too. Right? Remember? That's human factor.
Yeah.
So always get excited. Now, this is one thing why some networkers, especially the networkers, every time there's a new network, they join. Another network comes, they always join. That's why they don't go to the top. They cannot hit the mark of that. Why? Because they're not so focused. A new one, join. There's another one, join. There's another one, join. You don't get focus.
Yeah.
And focus is the name of the game. There's always a saying, nothing great was ever created without focus. And it's something like a focal point, When you get to the brain, it's really, when you do it, you are focused on something, then you can easily achieve it. But there are so many networkers doing this, doing that. I have so many products, but yeah, maybe they're earning, but they cannot earn that much. And especially, sometimes their integrity is at stake. Why? Because if I am this person who has so many networkings, and then I invite you, and then you see me in another seminar and you were invited by somebody, oh, that one who invited me here is also a member of that. How will he help me with this? Right? So that would be a big question. So your integrity is now in question. Nobody would believe you anymore because you'd be doing this and that. Okay? So focus is the name of the game. It's very important that you focus. So again, you cannot serve 2 masters at the same time. Work on one company only. If it is MLM, you don't join 2 MLMs. You can buy products. I do buy products from different MLM companies. I do. I have some products from Alliance. I still consume it. I have some products from another company. I still consume it. But when I do the networking thing, I remain in one MLM. Do the networking, doing the compliance stuff. Okay? You can patronize others, but you don't join. You can buy from somebody from Alliance. If you want coffee, their coffee, then you buy from their coffee. They get their points. You are just a consumer. Okay? So, this is very important. In any aspect of your life, you always have to have goals. Because if you don't have a goal, then what's your life then? Huh? Goal is very, and why do you have to set big goals? If I may share, when we started this, what our goal was, we did the business, the IAM business, together with my son. So I am on the top head. So we goal first that I become a diamond in a month. In a month time. To become a diamond. When we joined January of last year, 2017, we're on our second year, we go to be a diamond at once. So diamond, to be a diamond, you have to have how many 100,000 RQB? You have to have 5 directs on your left, 5 directs on your right. You have to have a sapphire on your left and on your right. So we hit it. We tried to hit it. Because we set a big goal. Is that a big goal? Yes. Platinum to diamond.
Yeah.
Since we set a big goal, we ended up as emerald. On our first month. Emerald. So I was the first emerald of IAM Worldwide. Because if you set a big goal, and you cannot reach that goal, it's still a bigger goal than just setting a big goal as a platinum, you just become a sapphire. Right? But if you set bigger goals, of course the tendency for you is to end up with a bigger goal.
Yeah.
We were not able to get that goal, but we were able to end up with a bigger goal rather than just the small goal. Do you get it?
Yeah.
So something like that. Something like if you cannot hit for the moon, hit for the star. Or other
Around,
other round. You cannot hit for the stars, hit for the moon. So it's something like that. Huh? So you set big goals. The bigger the target, that is the target, the bigger the action. Of course, because for every goal you make, you always have to make a plan. Huh? You have to make. Because if you don't, say for example, you don't have that much money to join, what would be your first thing to do? You have to tell your downlines. For those people who don't have the money, hey, let's set a goal. You don't have this much. Yes, I want to join, but I don't have money. Okay, you want to join? That is your goal. You want to join. How much would you want to join? How much package? Then that's the package you want to. Okay, if you have the goal, then set the goal. When would you like to join? You have to tell them. Your downlines, your prospects. You have to know when they would join. For them to set a goal. You help them set a goal if they don't have one.
Yeah.
Remember this.
Yeah.
When you present to them and they like the business but they don't have the money, always make a point to set a goal for them.
Yes.
That would be of help.
Okay.
Set a goal. Okay, you have the copper, the bronze. I want to be a gold. Can you do it now? I just have this. Okay. When can you have this? What date? You have to set a goal. Don't accept that they will say, come what may. When I have that, then I join. No. They will not join. You have to declare. You have to help them declare to you when are they going to join. So you're helping them set the goal. Okay, I'll help you set the goal. When do you plan to? Because you always have to tell them. Because you see, if you set the goal, you can what? What is the next thing when you set the goal? You plan for it. Because if you don't have a goal, you won't have any plan at all. When you say, oh, come what may, when I have the money, then I join. They won't plan for it. How many times didn't have the money? 5 months ago, they didn't have the money. 5 years ago, they didn't have the money. Do you think they'll have the money now?
No.
They won't. So what you have to do is to lead them, have the goal. And then, so that they can plan for it. Because if you have a goal, you plan. Right? Oh, I want to go to the Europe. Oh, how much is Europe? I have to plan. Where will I get the money? How will I do it? How? You plan. And then when you do the planning, what is the next? You have to, he or she has to put action into it. Right? Called goals, plan, action for them to what? Everybody has some results. When you plan and you do action, will there be results? Will there be results? When you plan and you do action, will there be results? Will there be results? Of course, but it all depends on what result they're going to have. They can have the results which they want, and they can have the results which they cannot. If they cannot still hit it, what are you going to do? You have to adjust. What did I do for me not to hit the goal? So there's always the thing. Goal equals plan plus action for you to get the desired result or the result that you want to have. Take that note. In any aspect of your life, not only in the financial thing, you always have to set a goal for yourself. Okay.
Excuse me, what happens if you have a prospect to set a goal for him to pay, and after at that date he says, I can't afford it.
What?
I still wait because I don't know no money.
So I don't have the money. So that's why you tell him, I'm helping you out. Okay. If you always have to let him set his mind on by making a goal or when, so that you can plan, or he makes a plan for himself. It's not you who would do the planning for him, but always make it a point that you lead him to do that. So that when you lead him to do that, he can plan for himself how to do it or how to achieve it.
Yes.
Well, if you think that he really he's incapable of doing it financially or something, maybe it's not the right prospect for you. It's just that thing. Right? That's why you have to qualify your prospect. Number one, qualify your prospect. Not everybody can be a prospect. That's why maybe you keep on inviting people, but you just invite, but they don't join because maybe they really cannot pay. So why do you have to invite them? Qualify your prospect so that every prospect you make is, you know them, they are financially capable of doing it. Or even if they're not financially, but they have the ways and means to get that money. Because not like us, for example, we were broke. I got broke when I started the business. I got broke, as I've told you, right? So we were financially broke. We were really down the drain. But as my mindset, there's always a saying that if you keep on doing what you're doing, you keep on getting what you've got. So as I've said, this is the best opportunity for me. I don't have the money, but I have to do something to raise up that money so that what my situation now would not be the same after a year. Right? So that's from my mindset. So if I don't take this opportunity, what will happen? I'm still like that. So you always have to lead them to that so that they would understand. Because there's always, as I've said, if your position is right now and you won't change what you're doing, your result will just be the same. Am I right? If you don't do anything and you keep on doing what you're doing, your result will just be the same every year, every month, every day. But if you change another thing, another course, you go in another course and you do something about it to change your life, then you can change your life if you have this opportunity. So it's just pure mindset, and it's really true, right? So that's it. So you have to lead them to that. Okay, so set big goals. Make a goal for your downlines. Set them and choose and qualify your downlines, your prospect. You have to qualify them. So that you can easily get a prospect. You start with your prospect A, B, C, D. And they always say that you don't choose. Yes, you don't choose. But you have to know, even if he doesn't have the money, but he has the capability or he has the guts to do something for him to join your business. There's some people who has the money, but they don't have, They're not, they don't want to do it. So even if they have the money, but there are some people who don't have the money, but they really try to raise something for them to join. And that person who really did something and tried something for them to join is that person who could be successful here. Because if I am rich, what is platinum? If I am earning how much? What is platinum? Of course, the commitment of that person is not that big as the commitment of that person who borrowed money. Right? You get my point?
Yeah.
Okay. Set big goals. What else?
That was it. That was the last line.
Is that the last line? Okay. I have another one, the skills. You still have time?
Yeah.
Do you still have the time?
Yes.
Because I'll go to the skills. Remember, attitude is 85%. The skills is something like, how am I going to do the business? I have the right attitude, but what skills do I have to know? Okay? You call Leon, say, I have the thing here. Okay, the skills something like we have actually this is only a part of the skills I did for the presentation, but you'll always have to think that to be skillful or something like it's not inherent, but it's an art. It's an art. It's actually it has to come from you. You have to do it by heart. Number one skill for you to when you do presentation, as I've said, prepare yourself first. Always mindset yourself. Remember, you is the most important here. What else do you have to do? First, believe in yourself. You always have to believe that you can do it. Because if I happen to talk to her and I'm not sure of myself, how can I give the opportunity and tell her 100% that I know the business? Because if you're not actually, not sure yet, she will feel it. She will feel it. Number 2, be sincere. Because if you're sincere, she will also feel it. Because if you think that you are only after her money, that I'm only after 9,000 or whatever is my direct referral. Because there are some people, hey, I have to talk. My consciousness is, if she joins, I have my direct. There are some people like that. If she joins, she's my direct. And she's my left, I have my this. Right? There are some people who are like that. She will feel it too. She just wants my money. And because she will earn. But if you're sincere enough to tell her how good the opportunity is, because what happens to me, what happens to my upline, could happen to us, she will also feel it. So number 2, sincerity is very important. Look through her eyes. Okay? Sincerity is very important. If you still don't know, right? There are sometimes that you try to happen to share the business and you're still not sure of the answer. Be sincere. You always tell them, I'm just new in the business. So if you have some questions which I cannot answer, I'll get back to you. I'll ask my upline. You don't hide that I know this, I know that. Then it's not true. And then when it turn comes, oh my God, you were just fooling me but just because you wanted my money. Okay? So that's value. Are you done?
I want.
Yeah?
What?
The skills. You have that. It's there. Give me. I have my. So, there are different kinds of prospects. You don't have it? I'm very sure you have it.
Yeah.
Oh, where is it?
You look for it.
Okay, so going to that, number 1, right after you join,